Governor Doug Ducey signed a bill that will benefit disabled students, but not everyone is on board. As Cronkite News reporter Mark Mingura reports, the new law puts additional regulations on student restraint.
Disabled students are trained on how to deal with high-stress situations in school. But when one student laid on her stomach to try to relax herself while in class, the situation quickly escalated.
When she did this, a teacher came up and grabbed her ankles without any warning and pulled her across the room.
William, the girl's father, has asked us not to use his last name. He's concerned about retaliation. This was just the first incident for William's daughter. The second, he says, forced them to leave the school after she tried to prevent teachers and the school resource officer from touching her by hitting their hands away.
They handcuffed her 18 inches from the floor for almost an hour and a half. No food, no water, and they put a mask over her head.
He says a judge dismissed the charges. Stories like Williams are why Melissa Van Hook and Holly Raycraft helped start EVAN, East Valley Autism Network. Working with the parents to help them and their children eventually led them towards drafting legislation.
It's been a long time coming to have this bill, Senate Bill 1459, finally put into law.
Senate Bill 1459 requires schools to follow set procedures when dealing with student restraint, as well as report the incident to parents or guardians as soon as possible. Shortly after signing the bill, Governor Doug Ducey sent a letter to Secretary of State Michelle Reagan asking that there be an immunity clause for teachers. But attorney Richard Murphy says that teachers need to be trained with methods other than restraint instead of given immunity.
When you're trained on restraint, you're going to use restraint. You know, if the only tool you need to use is a hammer, you tend to see everything as a nail.
I sincerely hope that those watching this will support any legislation in the future.
The Department of Education says that this new legislation isn't that different from their current regulations, but that school districts set their own policies. This bill will go into effect in July for the start of the 2015 school year. In downtown Phoenix, Mark Mingura, Cronkite News.